Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where today we are going to be changing the rear diffuser on our BMW M4. Let's get straight into this. That's right, our BMW M4. We need a new diffuser because this diffuser sucks. We got it on eBay and it was cheap and it fits poorly and it's just bad. You can see it just like goes in and out and it's just not very good quality. Honestly, it's really poor. It looks good, but it's just really bad quality. So what we decided to do is get a new diffuser and obviously take this one out and put a brand new one on, which actually covers the entire bottom of the car, starting over from behind the rear wheel on the side, going here, going up across over the exhaust tips, going back down, and of course back to the other rear wheel. It's much more aggressive, but it's so cool, and we think it would really match the front end of this car, and of course, you know, tie in with the spoiler and give it a really nice aggressive look. Because in my opinion, the thing about this rear bumper and the front bumper on these cars is they look unfinished, and I think BMW does that on purpose so that to give you free reign of how you want your car to look, but it is completely flat and just ends. I don't know, to me it seems unfinished. So that's why we're installing a brand new diffuser to help finish that look. And speaking of the diffuser, it's right over here. Take a look at this box. This is a pretty big box. I have not actually seen inside yet, so let's go ahead, open it up, and see the diffuser that we're gonna put on the M4. All right, so we got the side pieces here, very nicely wrapped and packaged. Oh wow, yeah, take a look at this. This is what's going to go on the rear right side. You can see it has a fin extending outwards underneath. Very nice gloss black. And they feel like really good quality, actually. By the way, we got this on Amazon. I'll put a link to it, but it might not last as long. So if the link doesn't work, it's probably sold out. But check it out. Really nicely made, actually. It feels really solid, really pretty. Very gloss black. Would look so good with the front spoiler. Looks like the brand is Rolling Gears, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Not sure. Here's the other one, same thing, but just flipped. Very nice. Really nice. And now the actual diffuser. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, take a look at that. This is way more aggressive. I love it. It's much more muscular. I like this little two-part piece right here. Very pretty. And this is now like hexagonal almost. It's really cool, nice and angular as opposed to the regular round one that we have. But this looks really cool. I really just hope it fits and fits well. But it looks to be pretty promising. I really like this. And of course on the side it'll look a little something like this, maybe like this. One way or another, somehow they'll connect and they'll look very cool. But enough of this, let's go ahead, get the car jacked up, take the old diffuser off, and then that way we can finally start putting this new diffuser on. So let's jack it up, take this off. All right, the car is now jacked up. We just washed it actually. Look at how shiny it is. Looks very good. But we're gonna go ahead, like I said, start taking this diffuser off by, of course, unbolting them, you know, unscrewing it. From here, we're gonna just pop it off, put the new one on. And we've actually discovered that the new side piece actually uses the factory mounting positions. So we're gonna see if we can just drill the holes, obviously, on the actual piece, and then just reuse these screws in the exact same spot. Very clever design. Obviously, it would make sense, very intuitive to reuse the factory mounting positions. So we're gonna drill that and then we're gonna see how it looks. But for now, let's focus on this, get this thing off, and see where we go from there. All right, so this is clipped in. This doesn't actually have any screws except for here on the side, right here. You can see there's a little hole right here. What this does basically is it screws on to the side piece on the end here. This isn't this side, but this is this side. And you can more or less see once this is mounted, that will be screwed onto this. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on first, but of course we have to drill the holes because there are no holes right now. So we're gonna drill these, put this on. Once that's on, we can go ahead and start screwing this onto the side piece. And that should be it. That really should be it. This just clips in very nicely, actually. Clipped in really solidly, unlike the other one, which you had to like force and persuade. This one, you just put it up and just clips right in. Nothing holding it on down here, but it looks really solid. I like how it looks so far. Really aggressive, and of course, we're gonna need some bigger tips, which is coming. Stay tuned for that. But like I said, let's go ahead and drill these out on both sides, and then we can start putting it on. That's what they're really for. All right, we have just finally installed this one side. We haven't gotten the other side, but you can see what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've screwed all these screws in. We were not able to reuse the factory screws only because they were too short and they didn't reach. So we used some of the same exact thread with a little washer and some rubber there. I love these washers. The washers, they bring little rubber on the top. They're awesome. I love them. And they're concave. Love them. And then we also went ahead and we drilled a hole in the bumper and we put another screw here and we put the other screw here. We also didn't reuse the factory one actually anywhere on any of these, but that's fine. We did actually reuse the factory one here on the side. So what we did is we went ahead and we pushed this up and this together so you could push it up and together. And then that way we drilled the hole and then we put the screw in. The screw actually felt like it held pretty well. So this side is completely done. We're gonna go ahead and do this side now. All right, that looks like that's it. We have just finished doing this. Same thing that we did on the other side with the screw. Looks really good. It's actually holding on pretty well. This whole thing feels pretty solid. Of course, it's not totally done yet. We haven't put the new tips in, but that is gonna be for next video. Which, of course, to get notified about when that video drops, you have to subscribe and hit the bell icon, and then that way you know when that video drops, because it's going to be a very fun video. These exhaust tips that are right there, they are huge. You can see them compared to the OEM one. It's going to be an absolute drastic change. But for now, that is it. You can see diffuser is on. I'll put a bit of B-roll here, but you can see it looks so good. It's nice and aggressive, and it really, really does bring another kind of aggression area to the car, because the front was pretty aggressive, but now the rear is matching the front, and it looks so good with those fins. I am a really big fan of this, and I really like the shape and overall design of this diffuser, but I really like how this looks, and I hope y'all do too. And of course, like I said, to see a full video on how it looks, and if you want to change your exhaust tips on your F80, F82, or F83, just go ahead and wait for the next video by subscribing, like I said earlier. But for this video, I think that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Take care.